Let's get a hair and makeup person.
No. Definitely not.
By that I mean somebody that'll just watch the podcast and be like, your hair looks fucking stupid. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Share the Backline, the podcast where two washed-up local musicians wax poetic about gripes, triumphs, and the mundane. I'm your host, O'Brien, with...
Beardley?
And episode number 3. It is a very windy November 15th. I know that because we got paid. Oh, wait. Well, I don't know. Whenever this drops, it's that date. Whenever you're listening to this.
We're 2 episodes in, and I've done a good job of getting them out on Friday, so it'll probably be out Friday.
Yeah, so happy Friday to you.
Yeah. Or whatever day you're listening to. We usually do that at the end. We're not ending it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming. All right, episode number 3. I'm glad we're doing... glad we're keeping it consistent.
Yeah.
And putting out episodes. That way we can... the more episodes we do, like we start to bury the older ones.
Yeah.
It's like all these young episodes, like no one's ever gonna listen to it.
Well,
Once
I
we
mean,
get up there in numbers. Unless you die hard, you can go back and listen to, or if you listen from the beginning.
I've done it a few times where I'll jump into a podcast and really want to go back. Like I did that with Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Yeah, I did the same thing with him. Because there's like so many inside jokes. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Inside baseball.
Yeah, episode 3, dude. We're still in that honeymoon phase. You know, they say 10 episodes is where, you know, you start, like, how do I say this?
Knowing what you're doing?
No. It's like, that's the hump to get over, really. It's like the 10 episode hump. But got some bad news, guys.
Uh-oh.
This is our last episode. In this spot, hey,
yeah.
We have it like 98.
I was waiting for real bad news. I was like, oh no. What were you waiting to tell me on the podcast?
We're like 98% ready to move into our new home. So this is probably going to be the last pod here, which is fine. You know, it was cool. It worked out for us.
Yeah.
But
convenient.
And I think we just need a more permanent home. Mm-hmm. If we're going to keep doing this consistently.
Yeah.
Keep spending money.
A home that we can decorate.
Yeah.
However we want.
Not just a TV that somebody installed crooked or something, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to name names.
I replaced. And that that new home will actually be my home.
Yeah.
I have a spare room that I keep my drums in there. Call it the drum room. But I haven't been doing much drumming in there. But find a new use for it.
Yeah, we're going to probably start shooting there this weekend, I think. So when you're listening to this, we'll be decorating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hopefully it doesn't snow anytime soon, so we can get a couple episodes in.
We're going to... We gotta stop saying the date so we can just bank episodes. And
oh, my bad.
No, it's all good. We're still learning, dude. We're both still learning.
Just bleep it out. So no current events. That actually happened.
Oh shit. I might have to bleep. I don't know if we can talk about them on YouTube.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, it'll say like possible misinformation.
Yeah. Damn it, dude. I gotta bleep that out.
That's all right.
So you guys don't know what we're talking about.
Okay, you're 5 minutes in. Just remember that. Yeah. Mental note.
Write it down.
Okay.
Oh, you did it again. Fuck.
Okay. Noted. Oh, so how was your weekend, Andrew?
My weekend was good. What did we do Saturday? I don't remember. I didn't do much of anything on Saturday. Just kind of hang out with the family.
Dude, that's a good day. That's like my favorite. It's like when you just do nothing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I did that day.
Yeah. But Sunday we went to a Rain game.
Yeah.
Ontario Rain.
Got some hockey in.
Went for a fight and a hockey game broke out.
Yeah.
They lost, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I think we brought the bad luck because as soon as we sat down, they scored 3 goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But I mean, let's turn this into a hockey podcast. There's so many of the Star Rain players up playing for the Kings. Good for them, getting some time in the show.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the Kings were on a winning streak and the Rain were on a losing streak.
It happens.
Yeah, that's the way it goes in the AHL. But
Yeah, we're not going to talk too much about hockey, but
no, yes, we are.
no, but that was cool. Like I had a really good time, just hanging out and not talking about work or pod, just actually not that this is work, but every time we talk to each other all day, so it's like we're always brainstorming. Like we have so many ideas that we want to share with you guys, and it's just we got to. I've come to the point where it's like I don't want to share my ideas. I want to just do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wasn't promoting the podcast heavily before we did our first episode, because I see that a lot.
I see that scratch off most of my notes.
That's I did that in bands a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you've done it. It's like, hey, we got a record coming out.
Yeah, no. I was very I was like you right now because it's pessimism probably.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything because it's probably gonna fall through. It's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, I've done that so many times. Like, hey, we got a record coming out. We're doing a full length record, and then the day comes when it was supposed to be released, and it's like, oh, well, we got to put out this statement, why it wasn't done, It's like,
as you see those vague posts like "big things coming soon."
Yeah,
stay tuned.
I think
and then nothing happens.
Yeah, I think I only posted once about the podcast before we released episode 1. Mm-hmm. I think there was a big surprise for everybody too. It's like, you got a podcast now? Like what?
A what?
What's a podcast?
But I mean, you got everything up and running really quick. Even me, I was like, holy shit, I gotta.
It's all right.
I gotta start learning how to speak.
Yeah, I think
no more grunts and clicks.
Because we had talked about it for a little bit, and then we came up with a name, and I'm like, all right, dude, I want to do this. I'm gonna make you do this. So that day we came up with a name, I went on Fiverr and I got our logo made.
Yeah, and then you're looking at gear, oh look, this mixer is however much, and then it'll be here on Thursday. I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I really want to do that. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while, just not by myself because I can't quarterback a podcast.
Neither can I, obviously.
No, dude. Again, episode 3, praise number 3. You're doing fine, dude. You're doing really good.
Having fun.
But yeah, I just I know we're moving into a new spot, so that's why we can say it here because it's going to happen. It has to happen.
Yeah.
Not that we got kicked out or anything. It's just kind of don't want to do it here, dude. We can't make it our own space.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want you guys staring at half a TV and a blank.
Yeah, a hollow plastic table.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Even if, because I know we talked about jamming and stuff, and we could say it on here, we're just gonna jam, but I'm not gonna say, hey, we're gonna put out a full length, next year.
Stay tuned, big things coming.
Yeah, February 14th, Valentine's Day. No,
just drop a date.
And then February 13th, our record's not done.
Yeah, it's a surprise to everyone. on the 13th, you text me like, "Hey, dude, I told everybody we're gonna drop something tomorrow."
Yeah.
What do you got? I'm like, I don't know. Playing GTA in my underwear. That's also gonna be. That was the other thing I was worried about with the podcast because today we spent all day in the car together. Irvine, Commerce. We're like all over the place. And then we sit down and we've already exhausted everything we have to say to each other. I'm like, oh, I find myself like not bringing things up. I'm like, oh, I'll talk about that on the pod.
Yeah, I need to say that for the pod. I think you did that yesterday too.
You're like, are you mad at me? This guy's he's so quiet.
No, I just saving stuff for the pod. No, dude, I think,
Just focusing on the road.
Yeah. No, we haven't ran out of things to say yet.
Yeah.
Topics maybe, but like just shooting the shit, like,
Yeah. I just gotta get better at like if I hear something or come up with an idea, like just jot it down really quick. Then we can do it on the podcast. But it's always like, oh, that's a good idea, and then I'm just like, oh, take a nap. Wake up, I completely forgot about it.
Wait, you're driving? You can't take a nap?
Don't tell me. I don't go to where you work to tell you how to flip burgers. But it's good. I'm also so I'm excited about that because we're gonna do it on We're gonna record on Sundays, so we'll have like Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday morning to kind of refresh. So you'll be like, how are you today?
Yeah, actually, like,
yeah, because I
not
know exactly
how
you are today.
Yeah, I think like the first thing in the morning. That's the only time we don't know how we're doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm also excited to just roll out of bed when you get there. I'll just go make a cup of coffee, roll in there. That too is an unlimited coffees there. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Be very energized. And when it snows, we can open the windows and freeze our asses off.
Ooh, I'm in. I'm in. I noticed you turn on the air because it's getting a little cold in here, but then you put on your jacket. So,
yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't warn you. I just wanted to be cold with the jacket on. You want to get your sweater?
No, I'm good. We'll power through it. Be a man. When you're cold, don't put a jacket on. Be a man.
Be a man.
What do you got for us, O'Brien?
Let's see. I got some sad nerd news. Kevin Conroy died.
What was that? I can't hear you. Far from the mic.
Oh, sorry. I was leaning back. I was getting.
I think you were even out of the camera.
Legendary voice actor Kevin Conroy died.
Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
Yeah, my favorite Batman. Played Batman in Batman Beyond, the animated series, all the Arkham games. Yeah, it's very sad. 66 years old. Intestinal cancer, I believe.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was sick.
I think he played that one close to the vest. It's kind of like what was his name?
Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald too.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. T'Challa. Like, they're regular people, dude. They're underneath, the lights. They're for most of their adult life, and some things they want to keep private, and I get it. It's just, it's unfortunate that it happened.
Yeah, some things are bigger than a fandom.
Yeah, 66 is
pretty young.
Yeah,
pretty young dude. Sad, but definitely made an impact on the world of genre of comics and mostly DC. So all DC.
No, but
I'm a DC fan, so
yeah. But I'm pretty sure he inspired a lot of people that want to do like voice actor or voiceover acting and stuff.
Yeah.
He's one of the goats.
Yeah. And from everything I've heard, he's always been a really cool dude. He was never one of those guys like Carlton, what's his name? He doesn't want to do the Carlton dance.
Oh yeah.
He was always happy to do the "I am the night," So big loss.
I always have like huge respect for celebrities that that are known for kind of one thing, and they continue.
They just do it.
Like like the guy that voiced Mario's like Super Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ask him to do it, he'll do it. Yeah, like huge props for those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I know we've been listening to a lot of like Two Bears, One Cave recently. Well, I haven't got you listening to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Monday, we gotta listen to it, and then I'll fall asleep, and then you're stuck listening
Yeah,
to it.
I'm just laughing at myself. Look over.
But you know, like Bert's always said, like whenever somebody asks for a picture, he takes a picture. Like that's that reminds me of like my gripe with a member of Blink 182.
Oh yeah.
There's this, just tell you the story real quick. There's this convention. It's called NAMM. I forgot what it stands for, but it's a like musical instrument.
Association of Music Merchants, I think.
Yeah, there you go. What he said. I don't know if you heard him because he's still far from the mic.
National Association of Music Merchants.
Thank you. You know, it's every year, every January. And, the company I used to work for, you know, they always had a booth. I never had to work it, but I got to go quite a bit. And, you know, my wife worked at the same company with me. So she got a pass, I got a pass, and, you know, we would just go walk around. I would collect so much swag, like stickers and shirts and stuff. But one day because I think it's like a 4-day thing or 3-day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We were leaving early because, you know, we're going pretty much all 3 days to hop out and then just to kind of look around. So we're walking, and in the distance, it's like a movie where you see like sunlight surrounding a body. I just see this guy wearing a leather jacket, pretty tall. I'm like, it's a little warm, and he's wearing a leather jacket, and his hat's a little sideways. I'm like, it's not Tom DeLonge. There's no way. And I'm maybe like 200 feet away from this guy, like just kind of thinking to myself as I'm getting closer, like he kind of turns. I see the American flag patch on his jacket. I'm like, that's Tom DeLonge. So we're walking closer and closer. I'm like, holy shit. I'm telling my wife, look, it's Tom, look. And she's like, ask him for a picture. I'm like, no. And she's like, hey, Tom. And there's nobody around, you know.
You're
like,
shut up.
Yeah, like there's nobody around us, you know, so it's like nobody's going to, if we take a picture, it's not going to draw a crowd. And she's like, hey, Tom, can we get a picture? And he turns around and he says, no.
Jeez.
He's like, no, I can't. I'm so late. I'm sorry. And like he's like apologizing and walking away. I'm like, dude, you're already late. Like, just take a picture with me, you know?
Yeah. Who's not going to wait for Tom DeLonge?
Yeah. And that's why I still love him, but I despise Tom DeLonge.
Maybe it was late. I wonder who he was late to.
Uh-huh.
Wonder who he was late to. There's this, I can't remember the name of the song. It's like some dumb country song where he's talking about like getting fired for being late or something like that. And I was like, who the hell's going to fire this guy? He's just making stuff up. Like,
Yeah.
No, nobody's going to fire him. He's going to fire people. Like,
I mean, it's probably late for like a panel or something or signing inside. But I mean, I get it. But at the same time, it's like just me and my wife. We just want a picture with Tom DeLonge.
Takes 2 seconds. Tom, if you're listening, which I know you are.
He's our one down vote.
Yeah,
on YouTube.
I saw that. It's like, don't let him get to you. It's already, everyone's so mean online.
They didn't even say anything. It's just
just one thumbs down.
But with that being said, thank you for all the love on episode 2.
Yeah,
so
and
far.
if you're the person that gave us a thumbs down,
No.
find your IP address.
All right, Jay. Yeah, no, thank you guys for checking out episode 2. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're starting from scratch. You know, neither one of us is famous, like you said in the last episode. Like that's the first rule of a successful podcast is be famous. But you know, this really shows we got good friends, dude, and
For sure.
and people sharing it. So we appreciate it again.
Definitely. The fact that anybody listens is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, even just 1 or 2. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, just getting notes, dude, too. It's like all right, cool. Yeah, we'll try it. But yeah, I hate to say this, but we got big things coming at the new spot.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
not
talk
going to
about that.
No, we're not going to talk about that because I got to figure everything out still. But I think, like, I solved our camera problem today.
Yeah.
It's not going to cut off at 30 minutes. And
Well, the other one gave us 5-minute segments and then a dead space of 10 minutes when you figured out that it wasn't recording anymore.
yeah. So if you listen to episode 2 like on Spotify, you'll hear me say like, "Oh, hope our camera wasn't recording." You know, there's a full episode, blah 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 blah. If you watch the YouTube, you'll see like I think it's maybe 10-15 minutes of just audio. And what happened was our camera cut out. Most of these cameras, the manufacturers, they get around like loopholes where they can sell it as a camera and not a video camera, and they set a 30-minute timer for video recording. So that's how they get around loopholes and having to pay extra taxes and blah 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 blah. So that's why we used a new camera for the second episode, which is this one, and I thought like it had unlimited recording, so I wasn't paying attention to it. And then I looked and I didn't see the little red dot recording. I'm like, oh shit, our camera stopped recording. But
some inside baseball for you.
Yeah.
Pull the curtain back a little. That's super weird though. And then the camcorders, they don't need to be that big, but it's probably like for legal reasons, right? So you see somebody like holding it, but they still look like you could fit like
a VHS tape.
Yeah, like those smaller ones. I don't know what those are called, but you know what I'm talking about. The smaller tapes. It looks like you can still fit them in there, but it's not. It's so weird. Evil stuff.
Yeah, I'm just super excited to get to the new spot, dude. You know, I'm gonna feel bad leaving the stuff set up, or marking your floor with tape, just so it's everything's in the same spot, huh?
No one's ever in there.
Same spot every time, and it's just all decorating and stuff. And next week's Thanksgiving too.
Mm-hmm.
Big stuff coming. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, are we gonna do an episode next week?
Yeah, of course. Black Friday, dude. People need to.
We'll do our Thanksgiving episode. Thanksgiving extravaganza.
Yeah, it's maybe we'll put it out early, like Wednesday.
I think that might be my favorite holiday.
Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
But you're vegetarian.
It's so freaky, dude.
Oh, for those that know, O'Brien's vegetarian.
Oh yeah, I haven't had. See, I haven't had turkey for 20 years. So I mean, just the whole thing. Like, I love to cook, so like cooking all day and everything, and just like stuffing my face with snacks beforehand, and eggnog and apple cider. And love it.
Apple cider, gross. There's. So we've been compiling a list of things I hate. And
is apple cider on there?
Apple cider, apple juice is close to the top.
Oh yeah, you said it makes you nauseous, right?
No, it doesn't make me nauseous. It makes me like gag, like just the smell of it. But if there's one thing I hate more than apple juice and apple cider, is canned green beans, dude. The smell, the taste, everything is just.
All right, what about pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie?
Oh my god.
Not my favorite. You know, I'd rather have like an apple pie or something, but
not apple cider or apple juice?
No. If I can eat the apple, I'll eat the apple.
Yeah, Caitlin was right. She said, she's like, don't get me started with this guy. Because of this, I even wrote it down to bring it up in the podcast. So you don't like chocolate chip cookies, and your wife makes incredible chocolate chip cookies, but you ask her to not put chocolate chips in there. But we went to the store, and what did you buy?
Monster cookies.
What are monster cookies?
Cookies with M&Ms in it.
What are M&Ms?
Chocolate covered chocolate. Coated chocolate.
Candy coated chocolate.
Candy coated chocolate. See, candy coated.
So what, in your mind, what's the difference?
The difference is, dude, okay. In a chocolate chip cookie, there's like we'll break it into, there's like a 33% chance you can take a bite and get a chocolate chip or 2.
Okay.
Or 4. right? Depending on how many chocolate chips
Or like chocolate chunk.
Yeah, that's too much. I want to bite a cookie and not have chocolate in it, and M&Ms are pretty big, so you're lucky if you get 2 M&Ms in a cookie. So
it's the ratio of chocolate.
Yeah, and then the candy coating too. It's pretty.
God damn it! You're an interesting guy, weirdly. All right, so we solved that. It's the ratio. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I it's not that I don't like chocolate chip cookies. I mean, you guys probably tell I like a lot of stuff. It's just I think too much chocolate chip is not good. I want the cookie, man.
That's all I've eaten today is the chocolate chunk cookies you just bought.
Oh,
If you don't get going on chocolate chip cookies, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like spaghetti and meatballs, you just get the hell out of America.
yeah, dude. Yeah, that's like a staple for us now. Is like getting cookies whenever we stop for gas or something. Chocolate chunk for this guy, and then I'm getting like oatmeal raisin.
Bookie cookies.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was your gripe with me, dude?
Yeah, I've been holding on to that gripe.
Well, I got one for you. No, I don't have anything for you.
You just ran a
list.
A scroll of gripes. Gallagher also passed away.
What a segue, dude. Cookies.
I'm sorry. That's a classical Brian segue. No, I'm looking at my notes and I totally skipped over that to go right to my gripe with you and chocolate chip cookies.
Well, I mean, Gallagher, food.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
Speaking of food and snacks, watermelon. So yeah, everybody give Gallagher the 21 watermelon salute.
Yeah, go buy 21 watermelons and just smash them.
Smash all of them.
You don't even have to buy them. Just go. No, don't do that. Don't do that. We didn't tell you to do that.
Inciting violence. Please go into your local grocery
No.
store. Smash 21 of their watermelons for Gallagher.
The watermelon slices.
It'll be the new Harambe.
Oof, R.I.P. Harambe, dude.
Yeah, everything. That was when our timeline split, and I was trying to pinpoint the exact moment, and it was Harambe.
Yeah,
it's like everything, like Trump ran and won, Kobe died, like obviously the pandemic, just everything got super weird after Harambe. It was the glue holding us all together.
Yeah, bring it back, dude.
R.I.P. Harambe.
What else you got on your list, dude?
I have no segue into this. It was just something that we were talking about in the car, so I wrote it down. We were discussing albums that you can listen to all the way through.
Good question. I think that I thought of this question only because we were in Irvine today and we drove by the historic monument that is Chain Reaction.
R.I.P.
What?
Just kidding.
No, so this podcast is mainly focused on music and stuff. We joke around, so we try to keep a lot of it music related. And I was just thinking, I'm like, asked O'Brien here, I'm like, what's one record you can listen to start to finish, no skips, no fast forwards, nothing? Like,
that is such a loaded question. Oh, fucking table tap. Such a loaded question because I'm realizing like anymore it's all just like Pandora. You just pull up a station based on one song or based on one artist, and it's just a playlist.
Yeah.
Spotify. There's just your top 10 playlists or whatever. Throw on a playlist and then let it keep going. Even after if you have one of those albums that you want to listen to all the way through, after the last song, it just goes into a station based on that artist or that album.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the young folk have that problem now. I mean, for us elders, us elders who actually bought CDs and
that's the other thing.
Had a CD player in a car. I just realized like I don't have a CD player in my car There's not one in our work truck, like an actual CD player.
You're right. I have one in my car,
Oh, you do?
but it's
Looks like
2012, I think.
oh, yeah. Just
I missed my Tacoma because I had a tape player.
Nice.
A tape deck in there. And then I even found, you know, you get the tape adapter.
Yeah.
So it's a for you kids.
It's a cassette tape.
It's a fake cassette tape. You put it into the tape player, and then
I'm gonna stop you. I think you gotta explain what a cassette is.
so it's a reel-to-reel, but very small, and it has tape in it, like actual tape, not adhesive. But yeah, so the part that's
the
kind
music's
of sticking
on the
out,
tape.
the people are in there playing the song. There's a little like auxiliary cord, so it was an aux, but it's from one end is a fake cassette or fake tape. You pop that in your player, and then the other side's you can't even plug anything into your phone
I was just
anymore.
gonna say for
Jesus. Okay, let's go back even further. A headphone jack, an auxiliary cable, before Bluetooth.
Yeah, for you young folk, there used to be a hole in your phone where you could plug something in and listen to what's coming out of the phone.
Yeah.
Now just people walk around with their phone like this, speaker full blast.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez,
like 15 adapters. Like, no, it's just one. But there's a gripe.
Yeah.
There's a gripe for you. But I had one in my Tacoma. I had an idea. I was like, what if I take like one of those auxiliary things, like the fake cassette, the auxiliary cord, and then I plug that into like a little Bluetooth adapter. And they have Bluetooth adapters to make anything.
Yeah.
Like these headphones, I could plug it into a little Bluetooth adapter and then hook up that adapter. You get. So I looked it up, and they actually had those little fake cassettes, and the thing that sticks out was a Bluetooth dongle.
Oh, nice.
So in my Tacoma, I had a little adapter like that, so I can still listen to my Spotify, and then I had my little pack of tapes,
Did you ever have one of those like wireless adapters where you had to change it to a certain station?
Yeah, in my my last job in that work truck, I got one because it had nothing, just AM/FM radio. That's it.
Yeah.
So I got one of those too.
So you're listening to music, it's all staticky, like you're listening to on the radio and stuff?
Yeah, and then you have to find a different station.
Yeah, because you cross city lines. And
yeah, we're going to go over the mountains in the valley and stuff, and then I have to like switch stations.
God, we're old.
We're old.
But that goes back to my question. We bought CDs.
Mm-hmm.
We listened to CDs. Now you think about it, people are buying records again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when that got popular again, but what's one album like front to back all the way through?
I was thinking about it. There were so many. Some new, some old, but most of them were older. Because that was when you had to write an album. Sure, you had like B-sides, like on the vinyl.
Yeah.
Like the less popular songs on the back, and then you got the hits on the front side. But that was when you had things like albums with like they're thematic, it was just this song's about this, and you play it all the way through, and you stare at a candle, like the flame of a candle.
Yeah,
whatever.
like Dark Side of the Moon or something.
Yeah.
Or The Wall. Pink
but
Floyd.
you couldn't. They kind of all had to be bangers.
Yeah.
Just to get somebody to listen to the whole thing. And that kind of went away, and then it kind of came back. Well, they all had to like get people to buy your CD.
Yeah.
You had to like hook them right away, because it became kind of like that thing where they would just download their favorite song. And so then that whole thing came back where they all had to be bangers. It's because you wanted everybody to download every single song, not just, why am I going to spend $11 on... They were $11.
Oh, jeez.
Back when it was $11 for a CD. I'm going to spend that on an album. I only want these two songs. I could get them on iTunes or LimeWire for 99 cents a pop. So it's $2 for the songs you want to hear, or $11 for, a bunch of filler.
Yeah.
So I remember when that was when I first started recording, was when it was that era, when it was like people are just going to download the songs they like. So you got to get in there and work and make sure every song's good. And then now it's like people are putting out like 15, 30-second songs so they could be on TikTok. But like you said, like people buying vinyl again, I think everything's kind of cyclical. At some point, there's going to be something that makes people like do full albums like that, where they're all bangers. That being said, Metallica, Ride the Lightning.
Really?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
No, I want a serious answer, man.
There's a lot of them.
I mean, Ride the Lightning's not a bad.
Solid, right?
Yeah, I mean every song in there, like I'm thinking right now, just like Ride the Lightning, Fade to Black, Call of Cthulhu. But that album's like what, 8 songs, 6 songs?
Yeah, but they're all 12 minutes. 12
yeah,
minutes
true.
long. But I was looking through my Spotify, like that album by La Dispute, This Wild Life. I could listen to that one all the way through, and that's very much a newer album. And I don't want to get controversial or anything, but the first 3 Kanye albums, those are bangers all the way through.
What
all
is
3
it?
of them.
Yeah, College Dropout is like 21 tracks too, I think. If I remember correctly. Oh, dude,
Yeah, Graduation,
2006, dude, when
Late Registration.
when my mom let me drive her car, like that's all I was playing was Kanye, you know? Dude,
R.I.P.
we were actually talking about this yesterday. It's like, can we separate the music from the individual?
Surgically. Yeah. Oh my God. It's right there.
Nice. Like I think we were listening to Michael Jackson last night.
Yes.
We're not going to get into what he did or is accused of doing. We're not here to place blame, but like, dude, musically, he had a killer band, but if you watch that This Is It documentary, when he's like conducting the band, dude, he's like, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. Like damn, like for him to have that ear, he's like, you're coming in a little too slow here. I needed to hit here. It's crazy, but it's just now with everything he's accused of doing or did, he's dead now, so we won't really know. It sucks that, like you could nowadays you could be playing Michael Jackson and somebody's gonna look at you weird, It's like, why are you listening to him? It's like, it's good music. Same thing with Kanye. Like those first 3 albums, like you said, dude, I would still listen to those. Even
In private.
no, dude. Like whenever, they're just great albums.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
Find a generation.
Like Ignition by R. Kelly. Like you put that song on, at a bar with your buddies and like everybody's singing it, dude. It's like that's a classic, but unfortunately R. Kelly did some stuff and he's in prison now, but it's like, I don't know. I think that's like cancel culture, that's like the bad part. It's like you can't take the good stuff that they did and keep it. Just because they did something bad, they're bad.
Shout out to that segue, by the way, from albums you can listen all the way through.
Yeah.
To Kanye, to separating that.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out.
I gotta get that button, dude. I'm gonna get, we have like,
We have 9 buttons to choose from.
yeah, so
Make them all reggae horns. So I could just reach. I could blindly poke at as soon as you say shout out, just start poking blindly at the controls.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Then like it also depends on when you reach that level of greatness and when you were found out, or when you did that thing. And but it it really is. I'm not an apologist or anything, but I'm saying it's a world that you or I don't have very little, like, even an idea of the world that they live in. Just like the stories like on Dave Chappelle about Prince, or what was it, an evening with Kevin Smith? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Where he talks about like meeting Prince and stuff, and
Having,
he just like what does he ask for, a horse or something
Yeah.
like that, and he has no idea why they couldn't do this impossible thing for him
at like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah, and it's just this world that we have no idea about, and how strange that can make somebody. Like, humans aren't really meant to live like that, and it's, I think with that much power, that much influence, and that much money, it's you gotta be very grounded to not become a complete weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Like, it's something we'll never have again, but like Beatlemania today, how I think the closest we got to that in recent years was probably Justin Bieber.
Yeah, like the hysteria, like
Yeah.
people fainting,
And like, just he's everywhere, like they weren't pumping out shirts like they are now, but like the Beatles, on lunch boxes and stuff. They got their own movies and stuff. Like,
lunchbox.
yeah, dude, the
That's
Beatles,
so old timey.
little tin lunch boxes. Yeah, for you guys that don't know, for you young folk, they used to make these little tin boxes that you no, but can you imagine,
You'll
like,
put your jelly sandwich in there. Oh.
yeah, because peanut butter was too expensive.
Yeah. This was a Depression era.
They didn't have sliced bread, so you had to rip the bread apart.
Yeah, they only had ripped bread.
But could you imagine like the Beatles today? Like,
All right. I'm glad you brought that up, because I see there are a lot of memes now about well, probably not now, but like Beatle hate. Beatle hate memes. I don't know if we talked about this before,
No.
and I thought they were super funny because I would laugh at all of them.
yeah,
But just about them being overrated and stuff, and that's what it is. Have you seen that? There's a movie where I guess everybody has the Beatles wiped from their memory except for one person.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie, but it wouldn't happen. Even if he wrote all the Beatles songs today, they would just be another rock band, because they had already influenced. They were the first ones to do a lot of things, and everybody's already done it over and over and over and over and over. So if the Beatles released the same songs today, or if a band released, if that movie happened, he would just be some dude playing in a bar. Like, he would have fans because they're good songs, but he would have as many fans as any other band with good songs, because it's all about timing. Man,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I get that.
And then being like, oh, they're not that good. Yeah, if you listen to the Beatles now, because you've already heard all these other rock bands that have been influenced by the Beatles, and then influenced by the bands that the Beatles influenced, and then by the bands that the Beatles influenced, that the Beatles influenced.
Yeah.
Like over and over and over. It's like a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah.
So by now, yeah, if you listen to them now, you're like, like, those drums aren't hard to do. You're over here listening to like
Hard Day's Night.
you listen to Hard Day's Night, you compare it to like Mike Portnoy or something,
Yeah, we were just watching a Mike Portnoy
Yeah,
related.
Yeah, there's thing that came to mind, or any of these other drummers that are on YouTube, or
Yeah.
just like ripping it up. Yeah, I can see how a kid would be like, this is dumb. This Beatlemania, like, people were this crazy about that. Yeah, because they were there at the right time.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever have anything like that again?
Yeah, I think so.
Something that completely changes like the landscape of music.
I hope so. It's
February 14th. No.
Excellent callback. Big things are coming.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah, just see, like I said, seeing the Bieber thing, I think that's the closest thing we've gotten to like a Beatlemania. And honestly, I don't think we'll see it again. It's just now, you talked about timing, and people can get famous overnight now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get a song
It's a
that
flash in the pan.
you get a song that trends on TikTok, and then your YouTube is like 20 million views the next day. It's like
A couple days later, you're gone.
yeah, and you're the next hot thing, and then you're done. It kind of sucks now. I don't think we'll ever have that sort of influence. Like right now, like it's kind of dying out, but like the K-pop stuff was kind of like that, like BTS.
Mm-hmm.
I started seeing them everywhere. I've never heard one of their songs. I probably have. It's just I didn't know it was them. But other than that, like like someone like Psy with Gundam Style, broke YouTube broke YouTube records, dude. Billion, like I think it was like the fastest to 1 billion views or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he's South Korean. He's probably like huge over there still, but the Beatles came from the UK, and they were known over here, number ones over here and stuff. And like I just don't know if we'll ever see another.
It's also weird, like it's
another band or
just so many things flashing through. And you're just like, everyone's trying to grab these little things for small moments, and then it's just too distracting.
I didn't read the whole story, but like I saw today, tickets for Taylor Swift went on sale, and they crashed the Ticketmaster site.
Oh, there you go, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but I guess I guess she would be after Bieber, right? Like but people aren't fainting, like
Yeah,
and it's not like because she's a female, the guys are gonna be fainting,
yeah. Why is that? Isn't that kind of weird? Like there isn't like a female artist that makes men like go hysterical and like faint and stuff.
I think there is. It's just those guys are trying to hide it.
Pervs. Yeah, that got me thinking like, liking them right, one right after another. Like, no, but you mentioned being able to just put stuff out on TikTok like that or YouTube and just becoming famous overnight. How many bands do you think there were that were even better than the Beatles that just didn't have the audience? Like if they had something like where you can just mass communicate that way, just from your phone. Like, hello, hello, operator.
Yeah. Put me through the Capitol Records, please.
Post haste.
No,
But if they were able to just like get on the radio like from their house, if the radio they were listening to also had like an input,
yeah,
and you can just
that's
playing your song.
I forgot what I think it was last episode. What I'm really curious to see is guys like when we have people on, the guys that like us that were pre-Instagram, pre-Twitter, like how have things changed? Like, is it harder? Is it easier?
Mm-hmm.
I remember putting a song out on MySpace and getting 500 listens in 24 hours.
Yeah, and that blew your mind. Whoa!
Yeah, like 500.
500.
Yeah,
Famous.
and
You're just sitting by your mailbox waiting for the check.
yeah, and now kids, do a dance and millions of views, to go viral. Like that's the thing, you want to go viral. And like how is it for bands now? Like I don't know if obviously it's easier to get your name out there. You with your phone, you have reach to millions and millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, getting the algorithm right, and but before it's like, who do I, I'm going to go to this band's page and add all these people that follow them.
You just put your soapbox on the show. Extra.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like that's one thing I'm really interested in asking, like, our guests that are, because, we've been out the game for quite a while now, or, you still got Wolves every now, like once a year, play a show or something.
Yeah, hopefully this year we get it.
But like, if we do start something, because we've talked about it, again, it's like, oh, they're gonna start a bit. No, like we're gonna jam, write some songs. I want to do the Beatles thing, where we just write and record. Like, that's my favorite part of making music.
And then dance to it.
Yeah.
Put it on TikTok.
Shows are great, but like I want my kids to like listen to my stuff and be like, oh, that's my dad, like he playing guitar, and I guess I'm gonna try and sing a little bit,
This is my dad playing sad songs.
Yeah, this song's probably about my mom, but I don't know. No, it's just we're making up stories.
This song's about.
Probably, I don't know.
That's so funny. They're like people with kids and they're listening to these emo songs. Like, wow, mom did that to you. No, that wasn't your mom. And then the talk happens. I was a young man.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, even with the podcast thing, dude, it's crazy. We put it out there and people are listening, and obviously we're doing this for fun, but I would like to do this not full time, because I already talked to you full time. No, but like just getting it out there. I know I haven't done as much work as I can to get it out there, just because I'm lazy and I have a family too. But I think we're in a good spot, and like I keep saying, I'm just really interested into seeing. Really interested into seeing what?
You're interested in seeing.
Yeah, interested in seeing, the perspective of somebody in a band, and that's trying hard, trying to book shows, trying to have people listen to their music.
Also, I'm sure it's hard to, because you've used these tools that you've had forever, and they're like, so there are these new shinier tools that are easier to use, and you get the job done quicker. But I want to see who's able to transition or add those tools to their old rusty ones.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. They're old and rusty. If you keep using them, they stay sharp.
Yeah. They just get smaller and smaller. And
I said tools too many times, so we might get taken off of YouTube. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't help myself. That would be really fun to listen to. So I haven't done it. Being in a band, just putting stuff out. And do people do videos anymore? Because we were watching your Wounded Saints video. Those Wounded Saints, right?
Yeah, my cousin did that. Funny thing about that, like, my cousin shot that video while we were recording, and it took him a while to edit. And I'm like, what? Like, not like, hey, why is this video taking? He did it for free, but he's like, oh, it was so hard to match everything up because I recorded with no volume. I'm like, why'd you record with no volume? You're gonna take that music? He's like, damn it. So, but yeah,
he's like, what's taking so long? And he's literally spent like 600 hours matching up little guitar strums.
Yeah, he won't make that mistake again. Dude, I love that video though. He did really good
by the time you get it, the band's already been broken up for 6 months. Dude, we already. Oh, he comes to your last show. Oh, I got the video. Dude, this is our last show. Thanks though. Yeah, it was a good video. I like it, but
maybe
do people still do that?
Yeah,
Like,
dude. It's just like small videos. I don't know. I know, again, it's all about going viral. So those bigger acts, the Drakes, the Megan Thee Stallion, they're pushing the limits to what they can put on YouTube, and it's just gonna go viral. So their song goes viral, and they're selling T-shirts and selling out arenas and stuff. And
yeah, that's true. They already have the built-in audience. They just put a video out, and
yeah,
their 6 million followers watch it.
yep.
Easy money.
Yeah, 6 million subscribers. Speaking of subscribing,
Wow, what a segue.
guys, we really appreciate it. We got a couple subscribers. If you could just hit that subscribe button on YouTube, drop a like, help us get this podcast growing.
Yeah, do your YouTuber voice. Please hit like and subscribe. And
No. Yeah, Apple Music. I think you can. I don't know if you can subscribe to there. I know you can leave comments and stuff, like review the podcast. We'd really appreciate it if you guys do that. Like, we got to start doing a call to action for all that stuff because, we want to keep doing this and not work. No. Yeah. So, quick call to action: like and subscribe if you can. Find it in your heart to do so. Follow us on Instagram. We're both really active on Instagram. I think we're gonna follow like the first 100 people that follow us first, right? I don't think I mentioned that to you. It was in my head yesterday. I was gonna tell you like, hey, for the first 100 people that follow,
write it down, man.
Yeah. So yeah, if you follow us, we'll follow you back. Up until the first 100, and then it's probably gonna keep going. I doubt I'll stop. I'll just, hey, we got to follow her. Follow back. But yeah, follow us on
100 followers. Alert the media. Oh.
extra. Yeah. At Share the Backline. I think our Twitter's like Share Backline. I haven't been on it yet. I got to start doing that. Our YouTube is youtube.com/@ShareTheBackline. So that, the @ symbol, Share the Backline. That's how you get to our YouTube page. Subscribe there. And then, yeah.
You can get verified on Twitter now.
For $8, right?
Is that one time or a month?
I think it's monthly. Everything's monthly, dude.
I guess we can't do it. It's a fun idea.
Yeah.
I only have this many right now. Please, can I get verified? I have this many.
But yeah, do you have anything else, dude?
No, I'm just excited for everybody to see when we get into our new digs, and I can't like I don't know what you want me to share or not. We'll just say that. I'm excited for people to see the new podcast. Hopefully,
what is it? Undersell and over deliver.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it's gonna be okay. We bought a shed at Home Depot.
It's just gonna be a green screen of this.
That would be amazing.
I'm gonna take a picture of this, and this is just gonna be our backdrop on the green screen.
We spent so much money just to recreate this room, but like 40 miles away.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. Like, to have an actual home for this podcast and
fresh coffee,
fresh pots, dude.
Fresh pot.
Fresh pot.
Barking dogs.
Oh no. They're gonna have to wait outside in the snow. Just kidding. We're not animals. We actually love animals and dogs and stuff.
Yeah. PSA. If you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. I have a lot of dogs. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay. Are we gonna put something at the end? I think we'll put the Wounded Saints video. We talked about it.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. It's a good song. That's a banger.
Yeah. I really miss playing that song.
Yeah.
just to let you guys know, they did re-record that song. It's "Demons" by Wounded Saints, but we're gonna play I'll play the demo version, like the video that we talked about. Play that at the end, just because I'm in it. No, I'm not like I wouldn't say cocky. What word am I looking for?
Shameless self-promoter.
There you go.
I know words.
Yeah, so that'll be at the end. I don't think Wounded Saints is playing anymore, unfortunately, because they put out a good EP with some really good songs, and I just think everybody went their separate ways. But we're about shedding the light on past, present, and future local bands, so that'll be a blast from the past, especially for me, like watching that video again.
Shout out to Mike Huiso.
Yeah,
Miss that guy.
Mike Wazo, freaking Anthony, Matt, Big Ray. I love you guys. If you listen, appreciate it, guys. Reunion show? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think
They already shot it down.
yeah, I just got the text. Nope. All right, cool. Guys and gals, appreciate you guys listening and gals listening. I keep saying that, guys and gals. I'll say,
dude, guys is just general.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that, guys. It's my lingo for everybody.
Thanks, buddies.
No, that doesn't sound good.
No.
But yeah, thank you for listening. Have a good day, morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah, have one of those.
All right, we'll catch you later. Bye.